Okay, so I'm going to show you how to find the domain of this. What's throwing it off here is the domain is, you can't have a 0 in the denominator. So the main thing I do just then real quickly is to put, let's see if I can get this to right, is to put, so that since the denominator can't be 0, then you just go ahead and say, well, that means x squared minus x minus 12 can't be 0. I would typically put the equal sign and put a line through it, and I don't have that through here for cannot be, so I'll just do it this way, can't be 0. And then solve it and see what x values can't be 0 there. And the way you solve it is you basically make two sets of parentheses so we can factor it. That's one way of solving it. And remember, this is cannot equal 0, so let's just put cannot equal 0. And let's see what's going to work there. X times x goes in the front because x times x gives me the x squared. My last symbol is a minus sign, and that's this one right here that I'm talking about. So I'm going to have a minus and a plus inside my parentheses. And then I want to know what times itself that will multiply to give me negative 12 will add to give me negative 1. And that, let's see, that's probably 4 and 3. So I'm going to try 4 and 3. And if you check that, that is correct and that will work. So let me make this a little, see if I can pull that out. So that is my solution to factoring that. I'm going to double check it with my smiley check. Positive 3x, negative 4x is negative 1x, which is that middle term, so I did it right. And then remember, the next thing you do is set everything not equal to 0. So then I'm going to say, all right, then x minus 4, remember this is can't equal 0, and x plus 3 can't equal 0. And on this one, if I add 4 to both sides, I get that. And on this one, I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides. And for this first equation, then I get that x can't equal 4. Second inequality, or can't equal 2, will give me x can't equal negative 3. So x can't be a 4 and x cannot be a negative 3. Let me grab the pencil here because let's see what that looks like on a number line, and excuse that I'm doing this and it's not going to do very well, but excuse my messiness. So say here on a number line, here's your 4, here's your 0, and so negative 3 would be right here. And we have to write this in interval notation, and it's everything but a positive 4, and it also cannot be negative 3. So that means it's everything but those two. So if I was drawing that out on a number line, that's what it would look like, 2 open holes at the negative 3 and the negative 4. And then the way you write that in interval notation, always go from left to right. So I'm starting right here on the left, and way out there is negative infinity, which always gets a parenthesis, up to negative 3. And since it's open, it gets a parenthesis, union, and then it goes, then if I come up here and look, it goes also from negative 3 to 4. Negative 3 to 4 is another piece of where you can have correct answers, or does work. And then remember, the 4 is got an open circle, so it has parentheses both times. And then it goes from 4 out to the right forever. It's not a bracket, that's a parenthesis. Everything's parentheses, 4 to infinity. Everything is, this was a parenthesis as well. Okay, so from way out here, which was negative infinity, up to but not including 3, And then everything between 3 and 4, that's why it's parentheses, and then everything bigger than 4 out to the right, which is positive infinity. So no, way out here is positive infinity, and way over here is negative infinity. So I hope that helps. Thanks for asking. So that is how you put in your domain, and that is how you find it.